Thank you so much. Welcome back to the show. Boy, we're having plenty of fun here. This is it. This next thing, ladies and gentlemen, worth staying up for. Let me just pause here a second while you phone the neighbors. And later in the show, fascinating gentleman, Ron Luciano, former Major League umpire, and Gloria Steinem, who I believe was also an umpire for quite a few years. Get ready. Oh, boy. Everywhere you go in this country, you'll find businesses named Jimmy's. Just play along. In New York City alone, there are over 22 different business enterprises named Jimmy's. There's Jimmy's Coffee Shop, Jimmy's Hair Salon, Jimmy's Bar and Grill, Jimmy's Body and Fender. We went out to file a no-nonsense profile of the man behind the biggest franchise of all, and now a portrait of this man, Jimmy. We're here at Jimmy's Cafe and Restaurant, 126 Pearl in the heart of the financial district. This is Bridget Corey. Bridget, tell me about Jimmy.
Jimmy's?
Jimmy.
Well, actually, I never met Jimmy. It seems Jimmy was here many years ago before I came to work here.
You heard stories about the man?
No, I haven't really. I haven't heard too much about him. No, I really don't know anything at all about him.
You don't know if he was a nice guy, a mean guy?
From what I hear, I think he was a fairly interesting man.
What we're beginning to find out is that Jimmy is a man of many hats. We're here at another one of his enterprises, Jimmy's Body and Fender Repair. In your estimation, in the 10 years that you worked for Jimmy, does he prefer repairing bodies or fenders?
Mostly bodies and fenders.
Bodies and fenders?
Right.
Richard, how does Jimmy feel about world affairs, politics, economics?
Well, just about, you get your average opinion.
Would you describe Jimmy as being a guy for the 80s?
Oh, well, definitely. He's, he's a now guy, yeah.
Jimmy is a now guy. We're at Jimmy's Restaurant, Madison Avenue here in New York City. This is one of the owners. You know Jimmy?
Yes, I do.
What would he do for fun? What was his idea of a joke?
Joke? Make fun of the customers, you know. Yeah.
Good for business.
Yeah.
What's he look like?
Tall, dark, black hair.
Thought we'd check around the neighborhood and see what Jimmy's neighbors know of the man. What can you tell us about Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy owns a restaurant, coffee shop next door, and he's a small man.
How small?
About a couple of inches taller than I am, about this size.
Nobody really knows who Jimmy is.
You ever have any trouble with parking?
You answer that question.
He's got more tickets than I have hair on my head.
Have any anecdotes about Jimmy that kind of legendary around the restaurant now?
He would never work. His partner was here. And when he was gone, the business would just run without him as if he wasn't even here in the first place. But that's who the business was named after.
Were you here when Jimmy invented the famous breakfast special?
No, I wasn't.
Describe him for us, Jimmy.
Hardworking and unreliable.
Among other things, Jimmy cuts hair.
Jimmy strikes me as a very spiritual person, and he sees things from a very personal point of view.
So, what have we learned about Jimmy, the man and his restaurants? Seems to be well-liked, friendly guy, family man. Hardly ever around, though. Kind of guy, the more you learn about him, the more you want to learn about him. Jimmy. Perhaps another Howard Johnson? Well, we don't know, but we know you enjoyed this valuable insight.